Can you believe that part two was just as messy as part one? Let's
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What,
go. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for Hollywood Divas season, what are we in, season 3? Um, this is the reunion, part 2 of the reunion. No, this is 3 or 2? Season 3, I think this is. Whatever. Anyway, y'all know what it is. Let's move on. Okay, so Countess has literally left the stage. She's left the stage. Lisa went after her and that whole thing. Malika was just as goddamn tickled. She was kikiing and cackling and said, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. She was absolutely so fucking tickled with the bullshit. Golden had her stinking ass sitting over there. She felt like she had won. Like, really, Golden? Fonzilla, you need to stop. You really do. You need to stop. Paula was just sitting there living for the fucking mess. She really was. She was living for the mess. Golden, Malika, and goddamn Paula. Mess. I said, look at them, honey. It was ridiculous. So once they went down in the green room and all that, and they're or wherever, dressing room, they're talking. Carlos is talking. Carlos is kind of explaining to Lisa, you know, I understand why Countess is doing it because, like I told y'all, Carlos literally has conversations with everybody. He's the fucking puppet master. He literally knows everything that's going on, and he knows when, and he knows why, and that's why he is who he is when it comes to reality TV. That thing knows exactly what he's doing. But he was explaining how Countess is not used to dealing with that type of attacks and people judging her, which is bullshit because Countess and Brandy were not the best of friends when they were on Moesha, and I have a hard time believing that Countess and Monique were all Judy's with each other whenever they were on the Parkers. So that's nothing but bullshit. And I know for a fact when they did 227, there was always turmoil going on the set of that, and she was just a little girl then. That bitch knows what it's like to be a woman, because that's what it is, being a woman. Being a woman is messy at times, because other women and sissies are fucking messy, and that bitch is no exception. She knows how to conduct herself. She knows when to read, how to read, and how to sneak read too, because that bitch hangs with the children. So that's nothing but bullshit, and she was playing it up. And I was looking at him at a time, she started getting on my nerves. Because, see, I've been waiting on her to get Fonzilla. Fonzilla needed to be handled a long time ago, so I'm cool with that. Cuss the bitch out. Fuck her. But stop playing. Nobody feels sorry for you, bitch. Get up off of that damn voodoo priestess motherfucking robe you wearing, bitch. Hike that motherfucker and tell her to kiss your motherfucking ass. And let's get on with it. So, all of that was going on, and what number so overacting, her down there with all that crying and carrying on, and they running scenes from the first, this is the 3rd season. Them running scenes from the first episodes about, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. Get the fuck up there, bitch. You tell that motherfucking Fonzilla to French kiss your motherfucking asshole, bitch, and let's move on. Anyway, we go back up there. So everybody's back in their seats. Golden goes right into bully mode. Because that's what she was doing. She was right back at Countess again. Screaming, hollering, carrying on, bullying. Meanwhile, sitting over there giving you orangutan titties, honey. I said, girl, this dress is getting worse as the night goes on. She is sitting there at one point, her motherfucking titties was hanging down in the hole, laying on top of her motherfucking stomach like 2 bags of unpopped popcorn. I said, girl, orangutan titties, honey. It was ridiculous. She looked crazy and sitting up there picking at somebody. And then Countess, like I said, sneakery, she said, you're a child, and I'm not going to enable you anymore. You're ridiculous. And Countess looked over at her and said, you're the one throwing a tantrum, honey. Look at you. I said, that's right, Countess. Come on, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. So they went on with all that. And she kept going. And eventually Countess got tired and said, bitch, what you're not going to do, you're not going to disrespect me, bitch. You know, and every time it would get kind of heated, when they started slinging that bitch shit around, Carlos would want to try to calm them down, but he let them go all the way up until they start name calling each other. And I'm like, shut up, Carlos. Shut the fuck up, because this is what you wanted. And that motherfucking Countess said, you need to put a muzzle on that bitch. Says she needs some dick. That's her motherfucking problem. Bitch ain't getting no dick. That's what's wrong with her. Countess knows how to handle herself. And Savannah was sitting right over there kikiing and cackling. And they kept trying to, Golden and Malika kept trying to get back to Savannah. Because, okay, you got a couple points in on Savannah. But, okay, we're moving on, y'all. So, like, leave Savannah alone. Savannah was done. Savannah had already been read for filth. And Savannah, she knows when to stop. She do. She knows when to stop, I guess. I guess she really does know when to and when not to. You know, I wasn't so sure before, but she was on my Instagram and told me that didn't nobody read her, and I told her, bitch, I beg to differ. And she just left it alone. Smart girl. Anyway, so I'm going to give it that the bitch knows when to and when not to. But they needed to leave Savannah alone because she was done. Her reading had passed. Doriana, her reading had passed as well. Nobody saying nothing else to the twin. All of that shit's done, and let's move on. But bump down off of the soapbox, and let's move on. Okay, so, Lisa. We go into this whole thing about Lisa and her love life. Now, I was ready. Because I said, now, Lisa, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack you, bitch, like a Wolverine. If you start in on Jensen, I'm going to. But what I got from Lisa, child Lisa is still attracted to Jensen, and rightfully so. So she didn't have nothing bad to say about Jensen. You know, she just said, I didn't twist his hair into dreads or anything like that, but she never said that she didn't want to play with him, honey. And I don't blame you, girl. We all want to play with Jensen. Jensen looks like a nice playground, honey. It is what it is. But she did say she was in a situation, so she got somebody she been bouncing up and down on, honey. She need to see if they got a brother for Fonzilla, honey, so she could get all out her feelings. Okay, so let's talk about Paula and her raggedy ass. Flat out, Paula set them up when it comes to Carmen. Flat out. I mean, she admitted it. She said, all I said was, don't fucking attack me. Don't tear me up. But she gave Carmen the green light to literally shred the rest of the girls. To shred them. And, you know, they went into all that. And this is the funny part. Even with Malika being a new one, this is what I clocked about the divas, the Hollywood divas. Did you all clock? They could argue with each other and they could fight with each other. But if anybody else from the outside comes in and tries to infiltrate that circle, they attack. They did it with Savannah. They do it with Forrest. And they also did it with that motherfucking Carmen. Carmen looked nice for all intents and purposes. Carmen looked good. Bitch, looked good. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. It was a strange type of cut of dress, but she looked good because, you know, whatever she's had done, she's not a bad looking girl. I think she's a cute girl. She had a cute one level bob. She looked good. As far as I was concerned, I thought she looked good. Honey, she got in there. She was getting too snappy. She's fucking with Lisa. Honey, they came to gather her ass. Golden gathered Carmen's motherfucking ass. She got together on her. Told her, bitch, you bitch, your jokes is dated just like your motherfucking hairstyle, bitch. When she came, they were going back and forth. They was like, and then they ganged that bitch. She told Lisa some shit. Told Lisa, you know what? If you can't take a joke, then don't go to no more comedy shows. And all that. Lisa was like, whatever. I mean, baby, it is what it is. I could take a joke. But what you were saying, it was out of order. It was too soon. You saw the headlines. It was some hurtful shit you were saying. And she told her, honey, you need to, if you can't take it, you just don't need to go to those shows. She told her, she said, some shit she had said, but I know Lisa had enough. And Lisa said, no, bitch, what you need to do is get at me. Get at me. And Carmen backed up and said, well, let me go back to Gold. And Golden gonna say, don't come for me. And Carmen's like, don't come for me, bitch. And they was getting ready to get it real good. And then here come old fucking Carlos, bitch, breaking it up again. But again, I see the pattern of, no, you can't come in and drag them. We can drag each other, but motherfucker, you're not coming in dragging. And it's not going to happen. Strangers get drugged. And that's good. I mean, that's good. It is what it is. So then they went to talk about the whole thing about Golden getting fired. So Golden went into this whole fake crying. And then said, my mom is my rock. My mom. No, stop, Golden. You're not crying because your mother's your rock, but you're crying because you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed. You got fired. You made such a big deal on camera about getting the job, and before you ever actually got to make an 8-hour day, you got fired. And you're embarrassed. And that's fine. There's no problem with that, bitch. You are human. But you are embarrassed, and you will not deflect it and put it on something else. You were crying because you were fucking embarrassed. Stop all that acting and let's move on. Mess. And the whole time she was going through all the bullshit, Paula and Malika were over there snickering and smirking and kikiing the whole time because they know. It was like, bitch, you got fired, honey. Fired, honey. And they were laughing. So fuck all that. Then she comes straight out of that. Now I got to deflect again. And she attacked Forrest. So, I mean, don't you ever say nothing about nobody having no job. Because the last I checked, buddy, you was living in a hotel and ain't had no motherfucking job. I said, oh! True, Forrest, true. But then Forrest was, he said some nice things. And he told her, he said, Golden, and he was getting ready to drag her. Because he told her, you know how this all goes. You sat and you talked about me. So don't try to make yourself look like you're any better. Because every time you got a chance, bitch, you drug me. And right before he could get to it, because he was really getting ready to get her and have her looking real, real stupid, before he could get her, all the fighting and arguing they had done. Didn't Countess jump in there? No, baby. I don't like this bitch. And she done called me fat motherfuckers and all that. I don't like her. And her and I could fight. But you not going to drag her. Countess got right the fuck in there and jumped dead on Forrest's ass. I said, okay. That's girl power. What do you want? It is what it is. And at the end of the day, I guess black girls do have to stand together. I can't even be mad about the situation. Because she jumped. And I mean, we went through a whole episode of Countess and Golden. She jumped right the fuck in there. No Forrest. No, sir. No, sir. You can go on over there and give Savannah your hot dog, but you cannot drag motherfucking Golden. I'll drag her, but you can't. And it's so funny because it's a dysfunctional situation. And it's weird. And it's sad to say that I kind of understand it. And I'm going to get on my soapbox. And let me tell you something. And y'all, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have like a strange dysfunctional type of family. My mother has one sister, okay? We got a lot of cousins and all that type of shit, and a lot of older females in the family that I have grown up, and I call them aunt, but them they ain't my aunts. Those are my cousins. My mother has one sister. It's my aunt. I have one aunt, and my grandmother had one sister, which I had one great aunt, and she passed on. Loved her to death. She passed on. So that's it. It's the only aunts I know is them two. Those are my only aunts. Okay? From, my mother's side. My aunt, for all intents and purposes, is a bitch. Do you understand me? She is a bitch on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes on Friday. My real aunt will stick her head up, and the bitch ain't there. It's just my aunt. Saturday, Sunday, you don't know who the fuck you gonna get, and Monday is a toss-up. But that's my mama's one sister. And I will cuss my aunt out and tell her, bitch, don't play with me. I'll shake your motherfucking brains loose. And I could get mad, and I may call her 9,000 bitches. But don't ever get it twisted. I will not let anyone, do you understand me, hurt or talk shit too bad about my motherfucking aunt. So it's this really strange, dysfunctional thing. And as much as there's sometimes when my aunt has done things, I've wanted to just literally hate my aunt. I do not hate my aunt. That is my mother's sister, her only sister. She don't be right all the time, but she's my motherfucking aunt. And I dare a motherfucker to step the wrong way with my aunt. I will get their ass. Dysfunctional as hell, but it is what it is. So I understand that stupid dynamic that they have going on, and they're not even blood relatives. But I understand it. Sadly enough, I understand it. But boom, boom, bam, and I'm back off my damn soapbox. So y'all try to figure that out. 44 years and I ain't figured it out yet. All I know is don't fuck with my motherfucking aunt. I'll cuss her out, but you bet not. Moving on. Okay, so then we got Paula. Paula in this rap performance, she looked ridiculous. She sound ridiculous. She ain't said a motherfucking thing. And I have to tell you, the review is late. You know why? Do you know why the motherfucking review is late? Because I went to sleep on Paula's performance 3 times. And successfully on the 4th roll through, I got through Paula's performance. It was motherfucking trash. I don't know what it was. I just kept dozing off on that part of it. Just horrible. But I was happy for her. It was like she said, it was a goal she had. She got to do it. Good. You did it. Bitch, don't do it no more. You look ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Then I looked at Forrest in the back with that motherfucker. Forrest looked ridiculous. Him and the hype man both looked like they was dressed. Did you see their shirts? They look like they was dressed to go to a kindergarten parent-teacher meetings. Old jive ass hat and shit on the hype man. I said, child, you old motherfuckers need to stop this shit. And it was a mess. Then when they got to the end of the performance, shit, Paula was like this. I said, oh, this old bitch having a private summer. And the dancers, don't even get on the dancers. Did you see them dancers' outfits? Them bitches look like they just come from the bingo game. I said, child, if y'all don't get the fuck on out of here with this shit. It was a mess. I got life laughing at them. But that was it of what went on with this part. It was good. It really was good. The reunion was a reunion. It was better than the whole damn show. So I appreciated the reunion. And I'll be looking forward to them coming back. I don't know what they're going to come back with. But shit, come on, Carlos. Keep the shit moving the way that the reunion. Because the show was crap. Those 6 episodes were crap. They had a hard time for them holding me. But your reunion was really good. Except for Paul's performance. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Till next year when they come back. See you guys.